Hello, everybody, and welcome to an MTG Marvel Superheroes draft here on the channel. We're diving on in. It is release day, so everybody gets to play now, and we've opened up a sweet rare, Tony Stark / the Invincible Iron Man. So, the backside is a 6-mana 5/5 with haste that lets you put artifacts into play for free, which is really cool. The front side is a 2-drop that helps you find more artifacts, and you can eventually flip him into the backside. So, really strong card, and one that I'm hoping to get to try out. I think it's better than the commons and uncommons in this set, so even though you want to be like a blue-red deck to play it, and that's not the most flexible, I'm still pretty happy playing this. What can I wheel out of this pack? Maybe AIM Synthoids. I've actually been decently happy with this card in my early experience. It just being a 2-drop, the Surveil 2 makes it a reasonable top deck in the late game. I haven't tried the Shield Helicarrier, but I want to get some reps with it at some point. It doesn't look that good to me, but it's one that I've been thinking about. This is an artifact. I'm just keeping an eye on the artifacts in the pack. What I think is going to get taken? Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe someone will take this, 7. So maybe we'll wheel something here. But yeah, decent start to the draft. I'm going to try to bias towards this, but I'm not going to bias too heavily. Like in this pack, it's interesting because the best blue card, I think, is Trickster Stratagem. It's like the only mono blue card. There's Speedball, New Warrior, which I think can do some shenanigans, especially like if you combine it with like Giant Growth and other combat tricks. You can get like +5/+5 for just 1 mana on your guy. You can do some shenanigans with him for sure. Supervillain Lockup is a pretty good removal spell. Exile a tapped creature. Then there's the Quinjet, which is a pretty flexible card. I feel like it just can do some good work in a lot of scenarios. I don't love Grim Reaper. I feel like getting a 4-mana 3/4 in that then has like a reasonable attack is sometimes a big ask. Viv Vision, a little bit small. It costs a lot to get to the 7-mana mode where it's actually a good card. This is a tough pick. I kind of want to just take Supervillain Lockup. I think removal spells are really premium. I'm not going to commit too heavily just to blue-red. This card's fine. Quinjet's a fine pick, I think, as well, but I don't mind taking this. Okay, I'm very happy with Photon Blast Barrage. So I feel like this card's great. I think Repulsor Blast is also pretty solid. I think removal spells in general are pretty good. But I feel like if you get to like cast this for X=4, you can often kill 2 things. If there's any 1 toughness things, you just dominate them. It's just a really cool card. Repulsor Blast, also a nice kill spell. It's kind of like if you compare this, for 4 mana, this does 3 damage, and for 4 mana, this does 5 damage. So like, once you get to the late game, this does like significantly more for you, I think. What else is in this pack? Brave Brawler. I think second pick I would just take Repulsor Blast here, and then I would probably take Brave Brawler. I think this card's pretty solid. And then Hydra Troopers is fine, I think. I don't love Agents of Hydra. It's fine, I think, but there's not like a sacrifice theme really in this set, so like you don't really get to just get rid of this guy that easily. Yeah, we're gonna take the Blast Barrage here. I wouldn't mind playing a blue-red deck, that's for sure. Okay, now there's Hulk Smash as another red card. Again, I don't have to commit to blue, but I would like to play blue-red. And I know that I could have taken some random like blue or red card in that second pack, but if it's not open, it's not open. You just have to be willing to move off of it. Frozen in Ice is a fine kill spell, I think. Maybe even better than Hulk Smash. I haven't gotten enough experience with these 2 cards in particular to know which one I like more, but I think they both are fine. The rare is nothing special here. It's just a really wacky, weird one. Then Herbie's fine, I think. I've come down on him a little, but I think he's still fine, especially when you have like artifact synergies. I think I'll take the red card. I just think it has some modes that could be pretty decent here. And then I'm going to take another red card. I do think Wiccan has some cool synergies, but I think Jessica Jones is really strong. You get a stun counter on her, and then you just get a bunch of extra value. And if you have a buff for power, that works too. So we're seeing some green cards too. Hercules, Gorilla. Wiccan, I think, is cool. There's some cool shenanigans you can do. But return target non-land, non-token permanent. Yeah. So like if you have like the 2-mana artifact that draws you a card when it enters, you can like flicker that a couple times. But I think Jessica's really nice. And then Hawkeye's also pretty cool with things like Photon Blast Barrage in particular. That's a really good combo. If you can ever assemble that, it just like wipes their board. I think I'd rather just take the card that's individually good though over Hawkeye, which I think it's fine, but I think it's a little bit worse than the Jessica. But I would think maybe take Hawkeye second there. Okay, Hulk came back. Hulk comes around here. We have been seeing some green, but there's also Shield Deployment Drone and Hero in Training, so I'm just like, what is happening? There's so many good cards. I think I don't want to take the Hulk here. I think it's good, but I think I'd rather take Shield Deployment Drone to help me play Tony Stark or Hero in Training and then go red-white. I think I'll take the Shield Deployment Drone, though. The Tony Stark is really strong and worth playing, I think. And this card's one of my favorite blue commons, if not my just straight-up favorite. Okay, so we are getting some artifacts coming around. I think I will take Crimson Operative here. Futurist Forge gets you some card advantage, but and is an artifact, but Crimson Operative does the same thing and is also an artifact. Viv Vision, again, is a bit expensive for what I want, and then Human Torch, a little harder. And I'm also biasing towards the red cards a little in case I don't end up getting to play the Tony Stark shenanigans, so yeah, I think I'm fine taking Crimson Operative here. Okay, this guy grows whenever another artifact you control enters. Or I could just take another Crimson Operative. I really like Crimson Operative still. Especially my deck is pretty cheap. This card's expensive, but most of my cards are pretty cheap. I don't think I need to really prioritize Machinesmith Automaton. I think I can just get those. Johnny Storm is fine. I don't have a ton of heroes right now, though. Let's just take the Operative, and eventually I might come down on the card a bit, but I still think it's pretty good. Okay, so we got the AIM Synthoids back, which I was hoping for. They're also the Shield Helicarrier, but I think the AIM Synthoids is going to be better. Get a 2-drop for my deck. I need those a little bit. The Hulk Smash pick isn't working out the best, but it is decent with Crimson Operative, so I don't really mind it that much. And the Synthoids is going to be nice here. So a little bit surprised take up the Shield Wield. Okay, the Quinjet Wield also. I was considering taking this the first time I saw it, so I kind of got both cards I wanted out of that pack, like the Lockup and the Quinjet. You can splash this sort of card sometimes for sure. There's also Kunlun Warrior, which I don't love, so I'm really happy to get the Quinjet back. Now we'll take the red-green land. I could splash green. I have green source, potential splashes on the horizon. Brave Brawler came back, so maybe that's open. We haven't seen a lot of blue other than these exact 2 cards, but I think Tony Stark's pretty good, so we can get some shenanigans going. Okay, we'll take the white card here. Gorilla came back very late. And then this card's just bad. I think they just whiffed on the design for this one. Okay, so T'Challa's protection is just a fairy's protection, not particularly great for draft. Vision Quest for an artifact creature with mana value X or less and put it on the battlefield. Gains haste. Okay, so what artifact creature? I have a Crimson Operatives ×2. I have Shield Deployment Drones. So if I do X equals 4, I can put... So if I do 6 mana, I can get a Crimson Operative with 4 counters on it. And give it haste. What else would I take out of this? I kind of want to try this card. There's also Stark Industries Executive, which is like a card that you can like wheel, I think, sometimes. But if you care about having consistent artifacts entering, that can be okay. I kind of want to just try this card. I wish I could like get the flip side of Tony Stark, but I can't. But I have a couple of artifact creatures, so seems reasonable. It's like a top-end card over here. Another Crimson Operative. I could get Kree Sentinel. Not really what I'm looking for here, though. This card's fine for a villains deck if like all your creatures are villains, I think. Would I rather have Quinjet or 3rd Crimson Operative? I could just be like the Crimson Operative guy. Like that could just be like my like little hill that I die on, is that I like this card. I feel like I just get them a lot. Quinjet number 2. I do like Quinjet too, but I think the first copy is a lot better than the second. You don't really want too many of this type of effect unless you really care about splashing and ramping and stuff. Let's take another Crimson Operative, I guess. I don't really love the land cyclers. I think they're a little slow. I like that they made it an artifact robot villain, though, just like to make it like fit into a couple decks. Like this is an artifact and a villain. Okay. Path to Exile. Beast. If you put a counter on Beast, he gets flying. I think you really want to have the ability to give it flying to make this card worthwhile. Here, there's D-Power. I mean, this pack is not going the best for me. There's a Stark Industries Executive. There's some good black cards coming around. I'm going to take the Stark Industries Executive, I think, over D-Power. Though D-Power is pretty good with Crimson Operatives. Maybe I do just take the D-Power. I feel like that could be useful. I might be on the defensive at some point. Hawkeye's Bow. This card's really good. Creature with flying can't attack you. Just a 4-mana 4/4 flyer, though. Frozen in Ice is fine, and then there's Falcon's Wing Harness. When it enters, you attach it to target creature, and it's flying ward 1. I feel like that could be okay with the Crimson Operatives. But I kind of just want to take the kill spell. I feel like I'm more of a mid-rangey deck. And I won't always want to have to spend my mana on this if I like flip it to the Crimson Operative, but I'll usually be able to find something I want to kill. Hero in Training coming around is also interesting. Okay. Now I think I take the Trickster's Stratagem. I have a decent number of villains for this. I have 4 villains, but I don't think that's quite enough to be wanting this card. Black, maybe I would want to splash, but I think Trickster's Stratagem is just a good card. Conniving is decent. And I already have 1 Hulk Smash. I'd rather have like 1 of each, especially because my early game creatures aren't like the biggest punchers kind of cards. Okay, maybe I try Futurist Forge. I could see it doing something. It's a little bit expensive. There's also Viv Vision as like an expensive card. It's pretty good with Vision's Quest, right? Like you do 6 mana, you get Viv Vision. Or, 7 mana. No. Search for with mana value extra less. So if I do 6 mana, I can get Viv Vision into play and give her like haste. Maybe that's worth taking. I kind of want to try. I'd rather get the Futurist Forge, I think. I know I like chickened out kind of there. I'm just gonna keep taking removal spells. I think I just need something to do on turn 2 more than something to do on turn 3. But getting Viv Vision is pretty good with that. Because it turns this into 6 mana, get a 6/6 flyer that draws you a card. So maybe I was supposed to take that. It's just the downside of drawing it is not very good. Ooh, I kind of wanted to try Aerial Doombot, so this will be a nice little experiment. Hulk Smash, Late Hour of Defeat. I think removal spells are pretty important in this format. I have 1, 2, 3, 4... I have 4 removal spells, though, so I think I can afford to pass the Hulk Smash, especially because it's not very good in my deck right now. Cool, we get another Aim Synthoids. I cannot believe Claw is wheeling. This card just should not wheel. Maybe I was supposed to end up in black somehow, but I am trying to play this Tony Stark and see how he works. I have 8 artifacts, so he should be pretty good in my deck. I'm about to get a 9th artifact. Yeah, it looks like blue-black maybe was open in some sense. But we did get a lot of red cards in pack 1 and stuff, so hard to say for sure. Wow, we wheeled the Falcon's Harness. Maybe I'll try it. I don't think the Viv Vision's very good, but could have been okay for me here. Get a blue-black land. You never know when those will be useful. Okay, so there's Cosmic Cube. When you attack, you look at the top 6. Cast a spell among mana less than or equal to the greatest power among attacking creatures you control. I have some attacking creatures that could be decent with that. Then there's Super Adaptoid. I think this card's actually pretty decent. Legendary creatures I have 1, 2... And it's a legendary creature. Yeah, it's kind of hard to use. Oh, man, it's a good card. I feel like I want to try the cube a bit more. I got to play it one time, and it was decent. I don't have the most creatures. I'm not going to take the land over it, though, especially early days when I want to try things out. The Super Adaptoid's also interesting, because if my opponents have those creatures, I just don't have a lot of legendary creatures, and I don't necessarily know if I'll get more. Let's just try the cube. Okay, Iron Heart we could try. Bond creature spells have Improvise. Could be really good with Photon Blast Barrage. Also just a big flyer. Helicarrier, maybe you still want to try that. Frozen in Ice, there's a lot of cards for me. I mean, Khazar of the Savage Land is a messed up card. I'm not going to splash, though. I don't really have... I mean, I have the red-green land, but I just don't think I'm a splashy deck. I think I'll try the Iron Heart. It's kind of built for my deck, I think. Boom. Iron Man, Master of Machines seems great. 4 mana, 1/4, but he gets buffed for each artifact I control. And when he attacks, like, if an artifact entered, I could draw a card. So this is just way better with Vision Quest. Like, I do X = 4, and now I get Iron Man. That's, like, way better for me. So I don't even need the Viv Vision. I'm pretty glad I didn't take it. Fin Fang Foom is also decent. Just 4 mana, 3/5 flyers. Good rate. Like, don't overthink that one. It's just a good card. But yeah, we'll take the Iron Man here. I'm liking my red-blue deck. I think it's working out. Ooh, nice. I'm going to take the shield deployment drone now. Just help me stabilize. I've got a few 2-drops, but you can always use a good 3-drop that's a stabilizer. There's another Viv Vision. But again, now I'm just going to grab Iron Man with this. So X equals 4. And it'll get 4 counters and haste. And so it'll be a 6-mana 5/9 or something, plus my other artifacts with Vigilance. Yeah, that's just way better than Viv Vision. War Machine's also pretty cute with Vision Quest. I think I already have a card that I'm going to get with it a lot of the time, so, but like this thing buffing my other creatures is pretty decent, but yeah. Okay. Blazing Crescendo I want to get some reps with. It's just not really what this deck cares about. I think I'd rather just take the Avengers Disassembled. Deal 3 to each creature. I feel like that could be decent in some spots. Like, it's not great in many cases, but I feel like I could maneuver into ways that it's good. Or I could just use it for the sideboard if I want to try something out. I don't love Blazing Crescendo here because I don't want to flip up conditional cards with my Crimson Operatives, really. I mean, I guess this card's not the best for my strategy, really, but... Futurist Forge. Yep, okay, we'll take that. A second copy of that. Hire a crew. Red, green land, but I didn't take the Khazar of the Savage Lands. Okay, another AIM Synthoids or another D-Power. I think I'm fine with just one D-Power. I think AIM Synthoids is fine. Just get myself more 2-drops, more cards that affect the board in the early stages of the game, and then I'll be able to find ways to spend my mana later, hopefully. I am Iron Man. Iron Man. I feel like that's decent. I feel like Crimson Operative's also decent. I'm going to take the Iron Man, though. I want to try it. The Atuma is also cool. But let's just try this over the 4th Crimson Operative. Boom, we wield the red-blue land. That's great for my consistency. Now I'll take Frozen in Ice over Shield Helicarrier. Just getting the kill spells a little bit better. Super Suit. Sure, we'll take that. Cut AIM Labs. Sure, we'll take the red-black land. Not that we're playing. Not like we're trying to splash Kang or anything. Yep. Okay. So we have a few cuts to make. I'm feeling pretty good about things overall, though. I think we got a really good Tony Stark deck, honestly. Okay, I don't think I want to play the Avengers Disassembled. But we'll see if it feels like necessary after a couple games. Okay, so mostly blue, but we'll see what our mana looks like after we cut some things. I'm going to try the Cosmic Cube. I think it has some potential here. Like turn 4 Crimson Operative, turn 5 Cosmic Cube attack, get a 4-drop. I want to try the Depower. I want to try the I Am Iron Man, I think. Trying to play as many removals as I can. These are removal. Quinjet could maybe get cut here. It doesn't really do anything special for my deck. I don't ramp that much. Hulk Smash is my worst of my kill spells. I could cut 1 Futurist Forge. I don't know if I need the Falcon's Wing Harness. I don't think I need... I'm just going to cut Super Suit right off the bat. I don't think I need that one. This is like a late game card. More late game. Like 4 2-drops. I really don't think I'm a Falcon's Wing Harness deck. I think I have other ways to win. And my 1/3 is becoming 2/4. It's not a huge deal. So we're going to cut that. Quinjet. I mean, I don't mind the ramp. I just don't have great ways to like crew it consistently. And I don't need the fixing or the ramp really. So I think I'm going to cut that. My kill spell count, 2 Frozen in Ice. Trickster Stratagem, Repulsor Blast, Photon Blast, Barrage, that's 5. Hulk Smash feels like it's going to be pretty good with Crimson Operatives, though. I'm going to cut 1 Futurist Forge. And I'm going to cut... What's my last cut? It would probably be Cosmic Cube, honestly. I just don't have big attacks, really. It could also just be one of these two. I'm going to cut I Am Iron Man, maybe. And yeah, we'll try it like this, I think. We can always make changes later, but I feel like the deck is pretty good. We got Tony Stark, the Invincible Iron Man, with some cool shenanigans. Gosh, playing the Tony Stark Iron Man, flipping Cosmic Cube feels pretty nice. But yeah, I'm really excited to try out this strategy. I've been looking forward to it. And as we get set for round 1, I would like to shout out the NicolaiBolas Patreon. If you enjoy my videos and you'd like to support my mission to make draft accessible for people of all skill levels while gaining access to cool bonuses like my card by card tier list and format thoughts document, Patreon is the place to go. And huge shout out to those who support at the credits level. It makes a tremendous difference. Cannot say thank you enough. I mean, I say thank you all the time, and I appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Nice little keeper. Again, the shield deployment drone is going to do some good work for me. Oh, baby, we got Tony Stark. And then I'm going to start activating him. Okay, sure. We'll play him. They don't have a kill spell, so that means they don't have Dark Deed. That's like the 2 mana, give something -4/-4. They would have used that on this guy, I'm pretty sure. They have Lightning Strike. They didn't have red mana before. They probably would have given themselves the option. Ninja of the Hand, okay. I can tap it and make it lose its abilities. This is actually a really good one because I can surveil to make sure I have an artifact on top. And I can also just use my Tony Stark while the sun is shining. So I think I'm going to play this before surveilling. Before using it. Okay, all I care about is whether there's an artifact on top. I already have my lands I need. Okay, no attacks. This thing can hit me. Next turn I can Frozen in Ice it. And then, so they don't have the chance to activate it. Okay, I'll Frozen in Ice this guy. Top 4 for an artifact. Boom, we found one. Okay, what do I want to do here? I could take an Aerial Doombot. Is the 1/3 doing much for me right here? Next turn is going to be spent on Frozen and Icing this and activating Tony Stark again, I think. And then maybe the following turn I could get another 1/3 out. I think I'd rather have the Doombot here. Cheaper play here. Okay, actually, I could Trickster Stratagem this guy. Actually, that's actually really good, because then I can make this a 2/4 and then force them to activate this. I don't really care if they activate this, actually. But I want to keep activating my Tony Stark. So we're going to do this. Perfect, okay. If they activate their Ninja of the Hand, I'll probably just discard my Aerial Doombot. Brutal. Okay. That is how it goes. I will take, I think, Iron Man. Yeah, let's take the Iron Man. You take down one Iron Man, and I shall return stronger than you could possibly imagine. Kunlun Warrior, okay. So they've got ninja. They don't get rid of anything. Okay. Interesting. So I'm just gonna play Iron Man here, and then I'm gonna save this to trigger this, I think. Actually, maybe I should have just played it, because I can always activate it later for 6 mana. Okay, if they have Truck Toss. Okay, that's fine. Sure. Okay, so they're going to probably play their ninja and activate it, and I'm going to discard the AIM Synthoids, I think. Okay, that's a crazy attack. I can block like this. If I want, trade a 1/1 for a 2/2, or I could trade 2 1/1s for a 3/3 and a 2/2 flyer for a 2/2. Or this 1/3 kind of dominates this guy anyway. Let's just do this. I am at 10 now. This guy can just block him forever. Yeah, if I just played this guy the turn I had the window, I could have just had this guy in play and hit them with the damage. Okay. So this guy can hit this Hulk Smash style. Hire a crew, okay. Okay. Do I want to keep my life total a little bit higher? Probably. This thing is just eating this guy. They probably have something tricky. They did just send their guy into the melter. So this is perfect. I'm gonna take care of this guy. Connive onto a guy that's not my 4/4 because my 4/4 is already pretty sizable. Perfect. I get rid of my thing there. Kill their Death Toucher while they're tapped out of instant speed removal. Attack them, gain a life. Hold. I have drawn a couple more lands in them. I think they are running pretty spell heavy here. Okay. That's a little bit problematic. I have drawn quite a few lands in a row here. Gosh darn it. What a bummer. Oh my gosh. So I think this is going to be okay. So now it's 2/2 versus them, and they have nothing. Now I have a kill spell. You are joking me. That's crazy. You're joking me. What? Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. Oh my gosh. What a rip from them. Well played. Well played. Man, that's tough. Well, I think I did play that game pretty well. I think I made good trades. I think I mean, down the stretch, though, I just needed them to draw a land, which, I mean, if they'd drawn a land there, I would have been fine. I would have just chipped away with my 2/2 and won the game. I could have killed whatever creature they played, but they happened to draw a haster. Happens. Okay. Okay, we'll keep this. That was wild. Anyway, our opponent's probably feeling good at least, so that's nice. Don't really care about Shuri. We'll just get our Tony Stark down. I feel like my deck is pretty sweet. I'm pretty pleased with it. Okay, I think I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. Maybe I just want to dig and then play the Synthoids. Yeah, let's just dig and then play Synthoids. I could whiff here, but I probably won't. I have a lot of good cards to hit. I'm going to get the Shield Deployment Drone because then I can play that and then activate Tony Stark again. I want to just hit land drops here. Depower is not my highest priority. I'm just going to draw a land for next turn. I have the Photon Blast Barrage that really rewards me for drawing more lands. I mean, Photon Blast Barrage could already just kill these two next turn if I really cared about it. Okay. Every point of damage matters. I can block a Shuri. If they have I Am Iron Man, that's fine. So they don't have I Am Iron Man, or they would have attacked with that. Sure. I think I'd take the Futurist Forge here. I already have a Crimson Operative. Could use the card advantage, I think. This is deal 2, deal 2, deal 1. So I do X equals 3. That's 4 damage. I can kill their 2/2 things. This thing could grow though, but this thing blocks this decently well. Let's just do this. See if we hit a land. We do not. Play our land from there. No attacks. We can play this guy next turn. I don't really care about Ghost hitting me for 2 in this style of game. Okay, so they'll get their second card draw off the Cavalry. I can like block it pretty effectively. There's a Doombot, sure. The cube. I'm just gonna keep hitting land drops, I think. Perfect. I just want both of those. I guess I should have got rid of one of them because I'm gonna activate Tony Stark here, presumably. Yeah, I slightly messed that one up. Okay. This thing. Yeah, so I should have done that slightly differently. I should have got rid of one of the lands. Next turn, I think I'm going to flip this Tony Stark. Use him to put the Cosmic Cube into play, and then hit a free spell, hopefully. And then the next turn, I'll play Photon Blast Barrage. Okie doke. So they have a 1/1 now. With Ward 2. Yeah, how important is this land? Do I just not activate the Tony Stark? Because I really do want to land for next turn. Yeah, I'll just activate. Okay. All lands, okay. Interesting. Improvise. So I can cast this for like a single blue mana. I think I have enough really good cards to hit that I'm just going to do this. Oh, this is an artifact too. Interesting. Gonna put in the Cosmic Cube. And then I'm gonna get... There you have it. I was gonna probably get the Iron Man, the 1/4 Vigilance guy, because it was gonna be a pretty giant creature here. It was gonna be, I could have taken Hulk Smash, I guess. But this has Ward 2. I have to play the thing right now. I think I'm just gonna play this thing. Or I could have made this thing and killed this thing. I think, maybe just killing this thing would have been the best play. And then Photon Blast Barrage can take care of this in this next turn. Anyway, that was pretty awesome. I think also getting Iron Man helps me with the cube for following turns. Yeah, that was pretty good. Putting cube into play after flipping Iron Man is pretty awesome. I think I played the Tony Stark on turn 2, and then I just got to use him all the time. I mean, I think the AIM Synthoids are like one of my favorite cards just from the way they play out perspective. So that's been pretty nice. And then, yeah, I did mess up that one thing because I did have 4 lands in a row. If I just surveilled one away, I need to be slightly more careful, play a little bit more slowly, but it's all good. Those sorts of minor things are important to notice, but then you just have to like move on psychologically. It's not like a thing worth obsessing over. Okay. The dual land has been really key for me. I know that this hand doesn't have any early plays, but I have plenty of them in my deck. Like if I draw, and I'm on the play, so if I draw any of my 3 or cheaper plays, I'll be fine. And even if I don't, sometimes they're playing a slow deck. So there's enough things where I think I'll be fine here. Okay. I did not hit anything so far. That's okay. Let's just play a Crimson Operative because that can trade with the Cavalry. They draw a card. And hitting a land, I can maybe zap some things. Grim Legionnaire. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. Shucks. I really want... So if I do this for x equals 1, I can deal 2 damage to something. Problem is Legionnaire, if I don't Hulk smash it next turn, it's going to do some serious work. Let's just block here. It's a freebie. That's a great draw. I really like that. That lets me affect the board state while also Hulk smashing their guy. And I'm just going to do this now because otherwise it could end badly. Okay, perfect. I can block here now. I can block here now. This thing is just continuing to get better. Okay, okay. Nice. Interesting. Okay. Just gonna do that. Put in, I think this Iron Man maybe. And then no attacks. Because if they kill the other Iron Man, I don't want to get hit. And I think I'm on the defense of this game right now. Madam Mask. Okay, sure. This should be fine. I can use Photon Blast Barrage. I'm getting tons of mana spotted to me from this every turn. So next turn, the goal is to hit a land drop. And then just spend all my mana on Photon Blast Barrage. Go to combat. Put this into play. Attack for 8. Draw a card. Beautiful. I hit the land. I can play this next turn, so that's not a huge deal. Play land, and then I have 5, 6, 7, so I can cast this for x equals 5. Which means I'll get to deal 6 damage, so I can deal 3, 1, 2. Okay, 1. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. I don't kill this guy, but that's fine. And they have this little loop set up, but I'm drawing so many cards. If they spend 6 mana doing that, I'm going to be in great shape. Okay, Photon Blast Barrage does it again. Just kind of dominates. Also, I've drawn the Iron Man every game. He's been pretty awesome every game. Yeah, they have to be careful to play that correctly. This is a cool little combo. You put the one artifact in for free, and then you hit them. It's great. Okay. So we shut down their 3, 8. So this is never going to hit me because I'm just going to play a couple 1/3s. So let's just play this the smart way. Put this guy into play for free. We get to choose what we draw almost here. I think I'd like that. That seems pretty good here. I think we're in good shape here. Okay. Boom! Another win. It's all important in draft. Something I've been working on significantly over the course of playing Magic is just staying calm and stuff. Like, obviously that first game was a little unlucky in how it played out, but like we had some fortune on our end in terms of like having our Tony Stark on turn 2 or whatever. But like when they beat you with a haster when you're at 6 and you're like, oh gosh, like how many 5-power hasters are there plus their equipment? You're like, okay, you could like be depressed and whine or whatever. But you could also just be like, you know, that happens. I've done that to people before. And then you just go to the next team. Jessica Jones doing some major lifting in this hand. I think this is a fine one, though. If you can't affect the board by turn 4 on the draw, you should consider mulliganing. But, like, we have a turn 3 play. We have plenty of 2-drops we could draw. And, again, you could be in a slow matchup. I'm excited to see how D-Power looks. Okay, we'll keep... Okay, maybe this means they're playing a little bit of a slower deck if they're investing spots in the Surveil Land card. Okie doke. Nicely done. They are playing red. Red-black, okay. I don't really want them conniving a lot, and I don't really want them casting a lot of spells. So we are just going to, I think, Frozen and Ice this guy. So they can't, like, do anything. They don't have any cheap plays. They could have, like, a 5-drop or something pretty scary. Yeah. Crimson Operative. Nice. Okay, we'll play our Jessica, and then we can depower the Crimson Operative to save ourselves 3 life and draw a card. Because in this type of game, I think that's going to be useful. They probably have a kill spell for Jessica. Even if they have like a Blazing Crescendo, this won't backfire. Just kind of forces them to spend their instant now. Wow, we just ate their guy. Let's go. Good job, Jessica. Jessica is one of my favorite cards in the set, for sure. Super awesome. Okay, well, I'm glad we have Frozen and Ice for this guy. Actually, we don't even need Frozen and Ice for that guy. Okay, we're just going to do this now. Nice. What a rip. Good job, Jessica, once again. So they really were setting up. They could have... He has to attack, and when he dies, when he's attacking, you return to their hand. That's fine. We can take 4. We don't need to worry about that. We want to get the full value from the Jessica. Nice. And then we have Ironheart, Clever Champion, to do some shenanigans. We have 1 artifact. He's an artificer, but he becomes an artifact. This guy looks like kind of he could be an artifact because you can't see his face or anything. Take 4. We're probably going to Frozen and Ice this guy or Repulsor Blast. It doesn't really matter which one we do. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Superhero Civil War. Interesting. Sure, they take my 2 guys. That's fine. I'm going to kill this guy. Doesn't think this turn. So I'm going to use this on it so I can then play the Shield Deployment Drone. It's kind of funny. They can flip my Tony Stark if they have a land. Yep. This card's super strong. It's kind of funny. As long as I don't play anything big, the Tony Stark can't fight anything and die. They can just, like, trade off the shield deployment drones. They whiffed. Nice. So I'm gonna get back my Tony Stark. Oh, right, they can fight with their guys that are locked down. I totally whiffed on that aspect of things. Maybe. Yeah, that's not great. I'm gonna end the turn here. I don't want to give them another fight target. Yeah, I messed that up. I totally forgot. I just forgot these guys were like still in play here. I didn't want their I want to get my Tony Stark back pretty much. Okay, so they do it that way. Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have attacked with the shield deployment drone. I assumed that, yeah, I really botched that. I should have just not attacked. I basically lost two 2/2 flyers for no reason there. Lesson learned. It's a weird card to play against in some senses. In other senses, it's not that hard at all, and I probably should have played that way better, just on an instinctual level. But I was just thinking, like, that these guys were out of the picture, but they have the 4/3 that can just fight my Iron Man. And I was thinking that they were going to fight the 2/2/2s with that mode, and that was their only really good fight. Okay. We're still in this, though. Okay, let's go Jessica Jones. That is a great draw. Okay, play this. How much do I need? I need 4 mana? Do I need to do this for X equals 3? No, X equals 2. Because then I can deal 2 and 1. X equals 2, because copy it twice. 1, 1. See what we're up to here. We're still battling. Definitely don't need that, and I will take the Doombot. Okay. Still have some moves. Okay. Play this. I think I can get both these into play here. And then, oh no, I'm 1 short of activating it. I could kill this thing though. And keep chipping away. Keep chipping. Okay. So they weren't able to kill the card they really wanted to kill, but they killed my Doombot. That's fine. And play my land, because you never know what you're going to hit off Jessica. Hoping Jessica lives. Oh, no. That's a pretty good draw for them. Loki, okay. I really hope they power up the Loki here. Okay, come on, Jessica. Give me something. Give me something, Jessica. Boom, boom. Okay. Remember, I can improvise out my cards. Ooh, Vision Quest is awesome here. Vision Quest will be good. Non-creature spells have improvise. So if I want to do this for X equals 4, so I do this, and then I have 3 mana, so I can do 1, and then 3 more, so I can do X equals 4. Do I have the ability to play this and do that? Because then I can get Iron Man and hit them for a lot. 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I play this, then this, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artifacts in play. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think I got enough mana to do everything I want. So then I play this, and then I have 1 artifact, 2 artifacts, 3 artifacts, 4. I think getting another artifact into play is nice. Especially because I just want more power for my Iron Man. Doesn't matter, I'll just thin my deck a little bit. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh my gosh. Luckily I can do this next turn. I thought improvise was... I could tap for colored too. That's a mistake. That is a mistake. This guy was not worth missing out on 5 points of damage from Iron Man and a card draw. Okay, so... I think I'll play this afterwards. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll keep up this guy and this one. So I'll do X equals... I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can I just kill them here? 3, 4, 8, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I can do X equals 11. They're just totally dead. I want to go get from my deck, because that's where my other Iron Man is, my flying. Search library. Get this guy. He's got 17 power. They have to find a kill spell off of Kingpin's Enforcers, but they can't actually, because the only one that they could have that would save them is 4 mana, I believe. So maybe it worked out waiting on the Vision Quest. Honestly, Vision Quest actually worked out really nicely. Bang! Let's go! So I'm definitely making some errors here, but I think that game, the thing I'm most proud of is how I stayed calm after I botched the Civil War thing, because having a couple extra 2/2s would have made a pretty big impact that game. But I was able to stay calm and focus up and win anyway. And that's an important thing, because you're not always going to play perfectly, and if you just assume that you lose every game you don't play perfectly, you're going to lose a lot more games than you should. So yeah. Okie doke, we have a nice little keeper here. I'm just going to play the Doombot on turn 1. One of the power levels of a 1/1 flyer for 1 is it chips in for like 5 points of damage if you play it on turn 1 sometimes. And I have plenty of other artifacts in the deck. I don't really like Red Room Recruit. It's kind of weird to be playing against a diamond player here. Not like I care, but it is a little bit strange when you're like in platinum and you rank, because platinum's one of the ones that has a lot of players in it. Just random observation. The thing about Red Room Recruit is like you usually want to discard lands a lot of the time for connives, but like a 2-mana 1/2 is just like so meh on the board. Yeah, they get rid of Madam Mask. Okay. This thing can get things back from your graveyard, so that's worth knowing. I think you almost always want to cast this for X equals 4, though. Next turn, we're probably going to Frozen in Ice no matter what, because we have a nice little curve lined up. In the next 3 draw steps, we can go boom, boom, hopefully find something there, and then play this for X equals 4 to get back this Iron Man and crunch in. Okay, they hit me. If they play nothing here, I'm not going to Frozen in Ice or Red Room Recruit. So then this thing then moves into the 5 slot. And I hope to draw something else for next turn. But if they play a reasonable 3-drop, yeah, that's a perfect card to get rid of here. Here, we'll go here. Frozen in Ice this. Yes. I will discard a card, and I will discard the... How many 5-drops do I have in my deck? I don't have that many, honestly. I think I'm just going to discard an island, and then I'll play this land on turn 4. Because a random life point can make a big difference. We'll see if this tap land decision ends up costing me. Because if I draw like a 4-drop or a 3-drop to play, then... Okay, okay. So they have all spells in hand. Okay, so that's fine. Play Iron Man. Remember, this thing has reach. Don't want to walk into that. So they have all spells in hand, so they're probably going to have a kill spell for this. I'm going to keep taking a little bit of a beating here. We'll see how much this tap land matters, because if I draw a 3-drop off this, it's going to be pretty grim. But like 1 life point gets me out of this killing me in 4 turns. Well, that's okay. They had to teamwork their guys, so I saved some life points there. Oh, nice. Okay, that makes sense then. Okay. So they actually do get me pretty good there. The tap land costs me. So we will just play this thing out. Because I could have gotten this forge into play, but I will block this guy, so it's not all terrible. Okay, they cycle that. No blocks. That's actually a really good draw. It gives me the 1/1 chump blocker I want for this. I think I might Vision Quest this guy in 2 turns from now. We'll see what we draw here. Beautiful. The land is pretty decent here. Definitely playing out all my cards. Chip shot for 1. I hope they don't have a way to make me discard this, because next turn I'm going to have 1, 2, 3. Plenty of artifacts. We'll throw this guy in front of the bus. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could do X equals 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How badly do I want? Yeah, I think I just want my Giant Flyer. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. But they're a couple ways away from that. So if I can kill them in 2 turns. This is 4, 5, 4, 9, 12. Do I want to put all my eggs in the Iron Man is living basket? And be like, if they don't kill me, next turn I win. I feel like if they had a kill spell, they might have used it. They have all spells in hand, I know that much. I could just keep this 1/1 back. Am I winning the game realistically if they kill the Iron Man, though? It's going to be pretty rough, because then I'm chump blocking this and taking 8. But I still have plenty of card draw. So I think I will keep a 1/1 back. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Search your graveyard. Get this guy. Draw a card. That's a really good draw. And I'm feeling pretty good about this now, because if they don't have a kill spell, then I'm in really good shape. And now, like, if they do have a kill spell, I'm still in fine shape. Like, they kill this guy, I still get to chump block this guy and live. I don't just lose on the spot. Which I think is important, because I have plenty of card advantage. I have other flyers. I have card draw in my spot. Okay, so first things first, let's play this guy out. See if we hit anything relevant. But also just guarantee a card draw from the Iron Man. Play this. And then I will just attack with Iron Man, because I don't want to risk it. Maybe that's cowardly. Because if they don't have a kill spell, if they had a kill spell, they would have killed Iron Man. But it could have been like they had the kill spell and they were like, okay, I'm going to kill the Iron Man. But if I attack, I get to draw a card. But then they like eat this thing, take 3. And then I feel like I'm in fine shape here. So they did have a kill spell for that guy. But I could have hit them down to 2 here. Realistically, on next turn, I'm just going to pump this guy up. I could have just pumped this guy up this turn instead of playing the Crimson, but I want to make sure I drew a card. Yeah, that last couple turns, I think I played most of that thing pretty well. And also, like, okay, realizing I didn't have to, like, put myself dead to a kill spell or whatever. Ooh, I got an achievement. That's kind of fun. Oh, there's special ones for this set. But yeah, if I had just attacked with all my creatures, I feel like a lot of the time there, you don't have to attack, because the way you lose that game is they have the kill spell for the Iron Man. They block your 3/4. You hit them for 3, and they're at 2, and then you like, they like, I guess they power up the She-Hulk. Then they kill my other 2/2 flyer, and then I'm in kind of rough shape. I don't know. The improvised guy's been real good, especially with the X spell, but also the X spell has just been way better than I thought it was. I think I need to reevaluate that card wherever I was grading it before, because I was thinking of the card and being like, okay, what can I realistically get that's gonna be good? But there's like the fact I don't think I'd fully clocked the fact that you get counters as well. So when you spend 6 mana, you get 4 extra counters on the 4-drop that you're getting, which just makes it huge, and it has haste. Also, I'm playing against Mythic players, and I don't get it. And I'm just in Platinum. Obviously, I play against Mythic players all the time, but it is kind of amusing. Anyway, we're going to go with the Synthoids first into Shield Deployment Drone, I think. Okay, this thing's probably going to end up trading with a Shield Deployment Drone. I like leading with Synthoids here. I know that I don't need lands, which means that I don't really care about the flexibility. I will keep both of these. Doesn't really matter what order. Okay, that's fine. Their Yellow Jacket. The 1/3 is just dominating their 2/3, which is kind of nice. No attacks. Next turn I can play this into this, maybe. Robot Domination. Puts into their library second from the top. It's a wild move. Let's tap. 1 second. I can play this first, right? Yeah. Let's just do that. This. Into this. It's kind of cute because I have, like all these removal spells that don't actually kill the things, which goes well with dealing with the robot domination. Oh yeah, that's going to be pretty essential here for sure. Okay, so let's just take care of the Ultron drone now, I think, and then Trickster Stratagem maybe. Actually, let's just take care of the Yellow Jacket. I want to get Jessica Jones into play. So maybe, okay, yeah, let's Jessica Jones into Trickster Stratagem on the Yellow Jacket. And then maybe Jessica will get a power boost. Because I want to start hitting them, because pressuring their life total is good against the robot domination. Okay, and then I will ditch... Honestly, I'm going to ditch the Repulsor Blast, because I think I'd rather just have a Crimson Operative. Especially because I'm just trying to apply some pressure. If they activate this, I don't really care. They have another Yellow Jacket. Oh, okay. So they have a kill spell for that guy. Unfortunate, but I have some more card advantage lined up in the tank. Tony Stark. Hey, that's a really good one. Perfect. Play that. Play that. Play Frozen in Ice. When you transform, how does the transform? Oh, you just flip him, yeah. So next time I'm gonna play Yellow Jacket, sack it, draw 2, lose 2. I think I want to hit them for 5 here. They'll lose the 2 anyway, and then I can play this next turn. Interesting. Hitting them for 5 is pretty relevant here because they've already spotted themselves to lose 6 life. So like next turn they play Yellow Jacket, they lose 2. because they get to legend rule it. They lose 2, they go to 11. But this is a combined 6 life, so I need to do 7 more damage to them, pretty much. And considering I'm about to play a 5/5 flyer with haste, I feel like I should be able to manage that. Okay, sure. Oh. That would pop those instantly, though. Let's just wait on doing that. Okay. They chump block. They take 5. They go to 6. They draw 2 more and lose 2 more. So they're at a very desperate life total, I would say. Like, even if they just need to take 1 more hit and they're dead, pretty much. Like, they have to deal with my guys. Claw. Okay. The claw gets my photon barrage, unfortunately. Which is unfortunate for sure, because that card was going to clear away the yellow jacket. But it doesn't really matter, because they're still dead here, I think. Let's draw just to see if we can find an answer before combat. Yeah, but they're dead. Yeah, we were going to put the Crimson Operative into play. That was another reason to do it first. That was the main reason I was thinking. But yeah, if we found like another Entrapped and Ice. Yeah, playing 2 robot dominations back to back is pretty tough. From a perspective of staying alive. But yeah, our deck is cruising. I've liked our cards so far. 5-1, nice results so far. Especially because we started off 0-1. We've just been battling. Playing pretty well. I've made a couple of errors here and there when I'm learning, especially the rares. Some of them I've need to take a little bit of extra time to read them and be more careful, but this is a nice hand here. We have 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. Here we go, Doombot. I've really liked the AIM Synthoids. I think they've been pretty good. The 1/3s block a lot of things. They work well with my artifact synergies. And I do love Photon Blast Barrage. I don't think I want both of these. I don't think I want either of them, actually. I already have 3 lands. I'm playing this next turn. They're playing green-white. Do I block the Agent of Atlas? What's the worst case scenario? I mean, I think I'm going to block it. Like, Panther Pounce isn't great for me. If they have the punch spell, it's not great for me. But I want them to use the punch spell anyway, so they can't kill my Jessica. Yeah, it's not great, but they did use their whole turn killing an aerial Doombots, so in some senses it's okay. And I didn't want them to have this kill spell in hand to kill my Jessica Jones. Drawing another land was not great there. Okay, White Tiger, sure. I hope they don't have Go Nuts. That's what I'm really hoping against. Yeah, it looks like they have it. Brutality. Unfortunate. Yeah, they have it. Gosh darn it. This has just been a tough game. I've only made 2 real decisions. My Surveil and whether to block. I guess 3. Yeah. Whether to Surveil, which I think was right. Whether block, which I think was right. Okay, this is fine too. And then I had to just hope they didn't have that one. That wasn't actually a decision. Depower, okay. Yikes. Oh, this is brutality. Do that maybe. Sadly, I just have drawn a lot of a very little. Okay, Synthoid's coming down again. Oh, this could be what I need to stabilize. X equals 4. Yeah, I can just grab it from my deck. No blocks. And he'll have 8 toughness. Do they have an answer? I mean, if they do, so be it. They've had... It's unfortunate. That's how it goes. My opponent had it all. Ugh. We gave ourselves a good shot. I think blocking there was a good call, especially because a lot of the times they won't have like 2 removal spells in their hand. And if I'm not blocking, I just commit to like never blocking the rest of the game. And like, I don't know. I think if they have the punch spell, I'd rather they use that turn because then my Jessica might live. Okay, nice hand. We're battling. Still battling, as always. Tony Stark into Synthoids into something. Okay, we are not going to block with our Tony Stark, though. I think now that we need lands, we want to surveil after so we can use Tony Stark. Try to find an artifact and then try to use this to find a land for our next turn. Because Tony Stark is more important than the game Synthoids was. Okay, we will see what we shall see. We get the Cosmic Cube. Not my favorite one, but it is good when we flip this. That's a pretty good synergy. And then we just want to try to draw a land here, I think. Hulk Smash, Doombot. I think Hulk Smash could be good at some point. Let's get rid of the Doombot, though, because I do want to make sure I try to draw lands. But Doombot does guarantee a hit off of the Iron Man. I don't think I'm going to get to play the Iron Man this turn, though, or this coming turn. I think this next turn is just going to be dedicated to playing Crimson Operative or Iron Man Master of Machines. I'm not taking that much damage, but I do want to make sure I don't get too greedy. Block here. I considered blocking the other one because a lot of the cards they could have would just... Okay, sure. So I now have just a random 1/3. That's fine. And I can punch that at some point. I'll play this. Play... I think this Iron Man first. They have a counterspell up, potentially, which is unfortunate, but... What can you do? And then I get to draw extra cards if they don't have an answer. And I don't think I'm going to try to go too crazy on, like, keeping my Tony Stark alive. I think I'm just going to, like, throw it into blocks. Because the Wasp will die eventually. I can Hulk Smash it to get my guy back. But I think blocking, like, block is fine, probably. Murdoch's Crusade exiled my guy. I don't like you very much, opponent. That's not very kind. I can double block the hero in training. So, yeah, okay, that makes way more sense. No blocks. They're still holding up a counterspell. They had this, so they didn't need it last turn. So, they almost certainly have a counterspell. I don't know why they played this at sorcery speed. I really want to draw a land at some point here. Let's just bait out their counterspell, maybe. Get rid of this guy. Put my thing on the aim bots. I'm pretty sure they have a counter. I'm trying to, if they do have a counter, make a play that's like good for me, but they don't really realize it's good for me, and then it buys me a little bit of time, and then maybe mess it with their turn a little bit. Like, if I was them, I don't know if I would want to counter this necessarily. I probably would, just to shut them down. Okay, perfect. Okay, I did want that land. I'm gonna get rid of Ironheart, actually. Actually, I don't think I need the land that badly. I do really want to go Crimson Operative, Hulk Smash the following turn. I don't think I need the Cosmic Cube that much. Ironheart's really strong, though. I'm just going to ditch a land because I think that I will find one eventually, and this is going to be okay. So they're holding up 2 mana. I don't know what it could be. It could be that they have the protection spell, like they could put a counter on something, keep it alive. Like the indestructible one. It's always good to not just, I sometimes like hone in like, okay, they have a counter spell, but they could also just have like give a creature indestructible. That could be what they have. I think they do have that actually, because they're going to try to make this a 3/3 now. Panthers pounce, sure. Sure. Play land before I play Crimson Operative, because now they'll have to tap their hero in training if they want to counter it, I guess. Sure. I have until the end of next turn anyway. Even though they're tapped out here, I still am going to wait on using my Hulk Smash. Because they could play an artifact, which is not that likely. But, more importantly, making this thing +1/+1 on their turn could be useful. I could, like, eat their hero in training or something. Maybe I'm going to regret this decision. Sure. This is such a greedy play. I feel like it's wrong. I feel like I messed this up. Or they just outplayed me. They got me with a shenanigan here. If they have a counter spell, though, this plays around that. Because I can at least eat their guy and be in okay shape from that. Depower. Okay, so not a great outcome, but not the literal worst outcome. So I could look at the top 5 and cast a 3-drop from them. Or cast a 4-drop. Nice. Okay. I can't use Vision Quest very effectively. I guess I will Repulsor Blast to kill this, which hits them for even more damage. They did have that the whole time. I knew it. Okay, not loving my chances anymore, but the Cosmic Cube does some serious work. I should survive. So they were holding up this. I'm about to have a blocker for the Wasp, which is nice. Okay, that guy could be scary. Let's attack with the Crimson Operative. See if we can find a 3-drop to play. We can. If we take the Forge, we can cast Ironheart for cheaper. And dig for a removal spell. Jessica's more of a next turn type play. Yeah, I don't think we need card advantage right now. And this also buffs my guy a little bit. I don't know. Okey-doke. Okay, play land. Play this, holding up mana. Holding up as much mana as I can, because I can now pay 4 if they have counter unless you pay 4. And then I'm going to play the operative instead of sacking the forge, because the forge can be used for mana at some point. I've looked at the top 10. There's a couple of good cards in there that I wish I had. That's going to be great to block the wasp. Okay, so they got a trade-off. They got some value. That's fine. I have a 1-3 that kind of dominates this guy. I've got a 3-2 that can trade here. I think it came down to that teamwork fight a little bit. Pim particles can't be blocked. Okay, so they need one more answer. They have a pump spell. Did they not think my guy had flying? Oh, gosh. Tony Stark is reactivated. We're back, Tony. We're back. Bang. Do they have another Pim particles? I am so nervous about that. Gosh. How do I make sure that I deal... I mean, I can't beat another Pim particles. I don't have instant speed interaction, sadly. I think I want to... So I have 8, 9 mana. Play this. Play this. So I have a bunch of chumpers, and then I'm going to flip this guy so I can just start putting things into play. I'll put this one into play this turn just so I have extra stuff. And then I'm going to attack with these two because I want to end the game in a hurry. Frozen in Ice onto Beast because I guess flying could be a problem. And then next turn I think I win for sure. Oh my gosh, what a close game this has been. I can't beat another Pim particles. I think they forgot my guy had flying. Maybe we've got this. They have to attack with their 2/1 Night Nurse, I think. Oh, beautiful. Sure. We will do this. For X equals 4, 5, 6. They can't counter it. I'm going to search my library to get my other Iron Man. Oh, no. Oh, he got exiled. Oh, thank goodness I get to choose still. Yep. I messed this up slightly. Whoops. Oh, that actually does save me. D-Power. Having access to it. Okay. And what a win! What a comeback! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that was a tough game. I wonder if they had the counterspell that whole time. They were holding up 2 mana a lot, but maybe they were just bluffing it. Oh my gosh. What a win! We're battling for the trophy now. What a sweet deck we've got. Whew, they messed up the Pim particles, and I am not complaining. My gosh, we barely got there. Barely. Well, they didn't mess up the Pim particles. They messed up the fact that my guy had flying. Okay. We've lost a couple of tough ones, but we've won a lot of really good ones, so I'm feeling pretty good. We're going to keep this on the play. Plenty of kill spells, which is just where I want to be in this format. Hulk Smash plus the Operative could be good. I think my Operative plays have been medium. I've done some good stuff, some bad stuff. That one play last game was a little bit... like, I could have Hulk Smashed when they were mostly tapped out. Okay, I am going to Frozen this in Ice. It's the most efficient use of my mana, and I don't want them to take over the game while I'm still hitting my land drops and stuff. Undercover Scroll, sure. Beautiful, I just needed a land there so I could play this guy. Perfect. I'm just trying to hit my land drops, get my feet under me. Obviously, this isn't the ideal target, but now they have 5 mana. I can maybe kill what they play. I can maybe play another Crimson Operative. We'll see. If they play something like Hulk, we kind of have to kill it. I hope they just put 2 counters on it. Killmonger. Okay, well, that's not ideal, because Frozen and Ice was not very good against that. At the time, I didn't realize what colors they were even playing, so I forgive myself some of that. Could just Repulsor Blast this guy. I think I'm just gonna play Ironheart though. They probably have another kill spell, and I'll take a beating. This game just hasn't lined up the way I've wanted it to so far. But next turn I can go Crimson Operative into Hulk Smash if Ironheart doesn't die, and Ironheart does currently block all their guys. So it could be okay. Yeah, that's a bummer. Hoping for a land. No land, but that is good. I wish it was just land this turn so I could play my Hulk Smash. No blocks. Hollywood man. Okay. Okay, land is good there. Because now I can punch Hollywood guy. So they didn't have a kill spell for this, I think, or they would have used it and hit me with more for more. I want to kill the scroll first because they're a little bit low on mana. So I kill the scroll with the last copy I'd use, because that'll be the first one that resolves. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So I can do X equals 4. That means I can deal 5 damage. Or I could just kill these 2 and then punch this guy. He costs a lot to activate, so maybe I punch this guy and then Repulsor Blast this guy. That seems better. Yeah, so I want to target the Scroll and the Specialist. So I do X equals 1. And I can kill both of those. So it's 1. And then I can play Jessica Jones. No, I think I have to punch this, so yeah. Okay, so we'll do X equals 2. Target a creature. Kill this with the copy. Zap this guy, I guess. Really doesn't matter. So it's still pretty good. Mm-hmm. creature, punch there. And then attack. I think I'm in okay shape. I'm at 10. They have Jessica. Okay, Jessica's going to have to die. I think I'll let them keep their Hollywood guy and then kill Jessica. Do this. Do this. Do this. Kill Jessica. Tap this guy. And then they have 2 cards, but I have more mana and a Jessica that they have to kill. And I have Futurist Forge to draw some cards. I'd have to find an answer to Hollywood Hero. That's not good for me. That's really not good for me. That card's really good against my deck. Okay, Jessica, what do you got for me? 2 lands, not great. Let's do this, this. I definitely need that. Play this to draw a card. They have 4, 5, 6. So if they don't have a land to put 2 counters on this, then I could still be alive. I think that's my best bet. So they don't have a land, which they don't have one right now because they're missing land drops this game. Okay, so if they top deck a land, they win. Otherwise, no! Wait, what? Why did they do that? I do not understand. I'm not exactly complaining. So they're going to kill one of my artifacts no matter what I do this turn. I think I just need to find kill spells here, honestly. Because I have a few draws thanks to my Jessica. I just need to flood the board with some toughness. They could have killed me there just by activating their Hollywood hero. Yup, She-Hulk. Okay, they killed that guy. Interesting. So they had me dead and they didn't go for it. For no reason. This game is just a second lease on life. I'm really looking for my vision thing. To, like, get the Iron Man back. That is a huge draw. Okay. Do I have enough toughness to live? 9. They have 14. Trample. And I have 3, 6, 9, 10, 13, 16. So I think I have to target the Wonder Man, because otherwise this can just kill the Frozen in Ice. Wait, if I targeted this, they would have had the chump block with this. Oh no, I choked it. I choked! Oh my gosh, I went too hasty. I literally saw the line right after. If I target the thing, I could have attacked with these guys and then played this, and I would have won. I could have still won this game, though. Okay, I could still win. I could still win. Okay, we just have to survive this turn, I think. No attacks. So, we choked it, but we're still alive. Because they can't activate this a second time now. And we have enough guys to block everything and live. White Tiger, sure. That's actually probably good for me because it means they probably will attack with both their flyers and with their guys. Because, like, why wouldn't they? I don't have the ability to kill them on the crackback. I have to block with my flyer. I have to block with everything pretty much. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Like, but I could have, I think, been in a better spot, because then they would have had to attack with, they would have attacked with Wonder Man, killed this thing. And I didn't know I had this on top of my deck, obviously. Obviously, I only have 10 cards left. So, not my... I played pretty well, I think. But I was like, okay, I have to target this. But I forgot that I could force the chump block with this thing. They have a close call here. If they attack, they lose. They do not attack. Interesting, sure. Okay, so... we could draw something when we get back this Iron Man. So we want to make sure X is at least big enough to kill this thing and probably be as big as possible. So if we do X equals 7, let's just do X equals 7, because then we can block this thing. They have to have like a really specific answer. Let's not count on drawing anything. View battlefield. It's in the graveyard, right? Yeah, I put it in the graveyard. Search your graveyard for this guy. He attacks for 13, which means that we don't have to do that yet. Let's just attack with him. Draw card. Oh my gosh. D-Power could have gotten the job done. Wait, they have reach. They don't have any kill spells left in their deck? What a win. I mean, our opponent messed that up, and then we almost messed it back. I think it would have been better to put them in a spot where, like, we attack them, and then they attack us with Wonder Man, and we have, like, all these creatures out. Because this thing would have been gone, this thing would have traded off. And then it's like, if they attack us with Wonder Man, they die on the crackback, probably, because this thing can chump block it. I don't know. I think I played this game pretty well. Maybe I was supposed to hold up a single blue so I could draw the D-Power. I should have taken a screenshot of my deck. Because I have 9 lands there. 10th land there. 11, 12. So I have 12 lands accounted for. So 5 of these are lands. So I think pumping everything into this guy is fine. In case they have, I mean, I don't know what they could have, really. That would make this, like, be more relevant. I guess I probably should have kept up a blue so that if they did attack me, I could hold this up. Anyway, pretty fantastic. We got the trophy. Let's go. We had a couple of tough games. I mean, we lost that one to the Haster. We lost, I forget what the second one was. It's good to have a short memory for these things, but I think it was another one of those games. I think my opponent just kind of, if I recall correctly, it was one of those ones where my opponent's stuff just lined up pretty well. Like, for a few turns in a row. Like, yeah. I don't remember what colors they were playing, but I remember that being kind of how the game felt. Oh, yeah, it was the red-green deck, I think, where their cards just lined up pretty well. Anyway, 7 wins, 2 losses. Really sweet deck. I'm glad we got to make use of Tony Stark, the Invincible Iron Man. But I must say, Vision Quest was probably the best card in our deck. And I actually am so glad I got to play with it and show it off, because I did not necessarily anticipate this card being so good. It was so good with Iron Man Master of Machines. That's like a wombo. But, like, I imagine if we'd been getting shield deployment drones, it might have been fine. But, like, this card just, like, plays so well with Vision Quest. And, like, Ironheart plays really well with Vision Quest too. And then Cosmic Cube was kind of our little combo with Tony Stark. Overall, this deck was really cool. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 really good, like, on-color rares. I mean, this one's fine. I don't think this one's crazy, but it did some good stuff. But, like, this card plays out like a rare in our deck. I mean, really fun deck. If you made it to the end of the video, in the comments section down below, leave hashtag Vision Wins, because, I mean, we saw the vision, we got the wins. Also, I am Iron Man. You could leave that as a hashtag. I don't know how you would reflect that, but it's a pretty cool little thing to get to play with, like, Tony Stark, Iron Man, and do some cool stuff. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. This one was super fun, and I will talk to you next time.